Hello again. Power outages, especially this month of February, have become a normal phenomenon in Accra and the Ashanti region, but there has been little explanation from players in the sector. Joy News is, however, learning of a consistent shortfall in power supply, forcing the Electricity Company of Ghana to undertake unannounced load shedding. Executive Director with the Africa Center for Energy Policy, Ben Boache, says financial and managerial issues are responsible for the power outages.
The truth. Let me give you some statistics. Just this month, on the 2nd of February, the total shortfall was about 530 megawatts. So we cut exports and reduced it to 180. 14th of February, we had 390 shortfall. We cut export and reduced it to 190. On 16th of February, we had 360 megawatts shortfall, and we shed 110. On 19th, it was 570 megawatts, and we shed 360 megawatts. Yesterday was supposed to be around 530. We did 380 megawatts. So this is not an event. It's been recurrent. It's been going on. And we just need to know, public need to know what is going to happen to them in the evening, plan their lives, and be able to adjust. I think that is all there is at this point. When you clearly know that you don't have enough fuel, some of the plants are down. TICO has been down for some time now. You should know, working with engineers, when the timelines look like for them to come back on stream. Tell us what the timelines look like. Let people plan their lives. It's money. Because if you go and buy fuel, you need money to be able to do that. And beyond money, also, there's a management crisis in the sector. And that is why people are happy to explain the problem and not how we manage the energy sector.
Meanwhile, the minority in Parliament has been speaking on the matter. They say Ghana's power sector is on the brink of collapse. According to minority spokesperson on Mines and Energy, John Jinapo, government is so broke and unable to purchase fuel to power the thermal plants to generate electricity.
The load shedding is getting worse by the day. The very day His Excellency the President was delivering the State of the Nation address and boasting, at that very period, the utility companies were shedding load. The situation appears to be exacerbating. Yesterday alone, there was a whopping 530 megawatts of deficits, culminating in curtailment of power to Côte d'Ivoire, to Burkina Faso, and to Togo. You would attest that there was some massive darkness yesterday. Today at 12 p.m., load shedding would commence again. Our investigation indicates that some of the thermal plants are down. Specifically, TAPCO is down, TICO is down, and so they are not generating enough power. But more importantly, there's a lack of fuel in the system. Because of the financial constraints, government has not been able to procure adequate fuel to fire some of our thermal plants, culminating in the load shedding that we're experiencing. 1 month of load shedding is more than enough. This is not sporadic. This is continuous. This is persistent. And we think that the handlers of the power sector should do the onerous thing by informing the people of Ghana so they can plan ahead of time. This deliberate fixation on denial and deceiving the people of Ghana can no longer hold. We therefore call on President Akufo-Addo, Dr. Bawumia, and this government to do the needful by telling the people of Ghana the truth. We also call on government to look for money wherever they can find that money to procure heavy fuel oil and other sources of fuel to power the thermal plants. We cannot have this quantum of thermal complementarity and still shed load.
Let's go to our Parliamentary Affairs correspondent, Kweku Asante, who is joining me via Zoom for more. Kweku, welcome to the program. They are also demanding an official announcement of a load shedding exercise, the minority. What more can you tell us?
Can you say that again? I didn't hear that.
The minority is demanding a timetable for the load shedding exercise. What more can you tell us?
Well, that is their demand. They say that because per their research and the data they have available to them, it is obvious that the country is currently witnessing a load shedding exercise, which they demand that government needs to put the data out and announce an official load shedding. In fact, on the floor of Parliament a while ago, the Deputy Finance Minister, Abnosia Sarri, was making the point about how this government had kept the lights on. Immediately she finished, the lights went off in Parliament. I've said that video, and that is the situation. But they think that from everything that they've seen, it clearly shows that the country is witnessing load shedding at catastrophic level, and they expect government to put out an official notice explaining that the country is going through load shedding and doing so.
Right, and the debate on the State of the Nation address is also expected to commence today. Has it started already?
Yes, that started. The Deputy Finance Minister, Abnosia Sarri, removed the motion to thank the President on the State of the Nation address. She has spoken at length, spoken about how this government has kept the lights on. Of course, not in direct response to John Jinapor, who had made claims about doomsday and load shedding. We have Outages Blakwa starting a debate for the minority, currently on the front. We're talking about how, as a government, the president neglected the people of the Volta region who had experienced the Akosombo Dam spillage and the attendant effect. So it's going to go on until next week when the leaders will conclude.
Is that to say that the majority has not officially communicated on the current load shedding taking place?
Not yet. We haven't heard quite from them on this specific matter. They haven't spoken about it, except Madam Abnosia Sarri, the Deputy Finance Minister, who makes a point about how this government has kept the lights on.
All right, Kuku Asante, thank you very much for bringing us up to speed with events happening in Parliament.